Okay, let me say something. If I start playing a certain song and start beating the shit out of a mouse, every time this mouse hears this song, it's gonna get ready for a beat down because mentally it knows song equals this, a beat down. Why don't people take the same concept when a person says something? When a person says this, it means this. Take words as what they are. Take actions as what they are. Take words as what they are. Words say a shit ton because now look at the actions. Are you expressing your hurt and then they're still being this person? Wow. Okay. Let me know. Because let me know. See, some people just never learn. They're gonna keep hearing the song and getting beat. They're gonna keep hearing the song. When are you gonna stop hearing the song so you never gotta get beat? Let me know. Always take words for what they are, but also know who you are so then words don't affect you. But always allow feedback. A smart person takes feedback. A stupid person is like, no. Because it's uncomfortable. Change is super duper duper fucking uncomfortable. Because what do you mean I have to do all these things? Like, no, that's new. I don't want to do that. But do I like the way my life is living? No. Do I like the way I am with my partners? No. No, I don't like that. Am I gonna keep getting the beat down? Or am I gonna finally learn? It's the same thing. We are all literally a mouse and we're all being tested. But we also have to remember that this is life and that we have to be realistic and that we have to realize we're humans. But we also have to be acknowledging of others, but not too far because that's when you lose yourself. But if you know who you are, you can't lose yourself. Hey, if you're self-aware, you know you were a person. That doesn't make who you are today. If you learn from it, then you're not that person no more. Nobody has no right to say who you are today if you've actually changed. But if you're still a shit person, of course, like, think about it. Anyways, it's just interesting, like, if the mouse was getting told a certain thing and then get beat, now it knows when it gets told a certain thing. And it doesn't even have to be physical. Why can't people be hurt by what people say? Wow, think about it. Why do you have to go through this pain, like physical pain, for it to hurt? Why can't it hurt emotionally? Interesting. Why can't it hurt emotionally? But it shouldn't hurt emotionally if you know yourself. Be self-aware of the good and bad of you. The main topic I'm trying to get around is be secure. Be secure in who you are. Good and bad of who you are. Be secure. And if you're aware of the bad parts of you and you're working on it, okay. But if you're aware of these bad parts of you and you're not working on it, then what the shit? Okay, now what? Like, how are you going to move on for this? Are you going to continue feeling in this? Are you going to continue digging this hole? Is that what, just like, if that's leading you into a life that you love, go dig this hole. But if you don't want to dig that hole anymore, go start a new foundation. Build a new home. Start new. Why not? Be honest. Be honest with everybody around you. And you know how much honesty gets you? Don't settle. And I had to tell somebody, I don't even want to talk about that because it's personal, but it's like, know what you want. Really know what you want. Literally know what you want. Getting treated like shit is seen differently from different perspectives of people depending on what they've been through. Getting treated like shit, like, some people might not be hurt by what their person says emotionally. They might not care about if their person talks about them ugly. They might not care if their person cheats on them. So it's based on your self-love and self-respect of what you allow and what you don't allow. Because good exists. Good exists because I exist. Love exists because I exist. Hate exists because I exist. I was all these people, and I existed to be all these people, but that's not who I am. Right? Like, I've changed, and that's what people do. That's why my style changes all the time. That's what you're supposed to do. This is a journey. Finding yourself. This is creativity. No? I don't know. Let me know. And tell me why this past person was trying to tell me, like, I need to be realistic. And I was like, no, I just don't want to settle. Like, I genuinely just can't. I can't. I want so much in life. I want so much. And I want somebody who wants to fulfill me because I want to fulfill them. That's love. I show love a certain way, and it's to fulfill their love language, just like they will fulfill my love language. But it would be a simple task. It wouldn't have to be something to think about. What the fuck do I do? No, it's simple because that exists. Love exists. Love is real. You just think, you just go. You don't, it's not this, it's there. I'm being for real. I'm literally being honest, dude. It exists. It's real. When you like somebody, you don't question the love you give them. You give it. You go and you go. You know what love is. So why are we accepting when hey, I mean, I don't know, maybe you're not giving love out. If you're giving love out, doesn't mean you're automatically going to receive it, but now you're going to see the truth and what you do want around you and what you don't want around you, because that's what love is. Love is boundaries. Love is boundaries. Love is knowing when to stop. Love is knowing when to keep going. Love is knowing these things, but people don't know what love is. People have lost what love is, but they're like, Morgana, how can you speak about love? Dude, I'm talking about love in all relationships of life. Love doesn't just revolve around relationships, romantic relationships. I'm talking about platonic. I'm talking about family. I'm talking about this. This is like, there's so many relationships. And that's why people have hate, because they don't know what love is. They don't show love to themselves. That's why they then go out and hate on other people. They have nothing to talk about themselves, so they have to talk about other people. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Because they don't want to see somebody doing something, because they're not doing something. Are they thinking with their own mind? Are they thinking thoughts? I don't know. Let me know. Like, let me know. I want to know things. What are people thinking about? Do people think? Do people question? And another thing, a side note, hate doesn't even just have to be about emotionally and what you say. Hate could also be physical. You could go out and do physical things to show self-hate. Like, you could show you hate yourself through what you do physically. And I could say that because I did a lot of stuff physically in the physical world. And that I absolutely, because I didn't like myself. There was no love. And because I put myself through these situations, that's not love. Do you think that's love? Do you think allowing myself all this hurt was love? No, what was love is me picking myself back up and seeing that I could keep going. That's fucking love. Picking up Morgana, because who else is going to pick up Morgana? Who's going to pick up Morgana? Who's going to pick up you besides you? Pick you up so you know who you are, so you could find people who are going to pick you up when you can't pick yourself up. And I know that there are people not listening to me, but I also know that there are people who are listening to me. I see both sides, and that shows who these characters are. It shows who you are based on if you listen or not listen. It shows where you are in your growth mindset and your space of change and growth. And if you hear these things, you can hear another perspective, and that is powerful. That's what English class is for you to read stories. That's why people have such struggle reading books. It's because it's another perspective. They just want to read ahead and think their thoughts and have all their expectations when they go to read this book, but this is a whole other person's mind. This is a whole other language, basically, and people don't grasp that idea. You have to see it as learning a whole new language, because it's a whole new perspective. Bingo! And like, I just want somebody to notice me. I want somebody to care for me. I want somebody to love me. Notice how I'm asking for the bare minimum, but notice I'm also asking these things out of trauma-based. I'm just hurt. So I want somebody to fulfill this need for me, because I wasn't nurtured. I wasn't taken care of. So of course I'm gonna want that in my love life because I never got that love. But now it's to a point of like, am I just wanting this type of love because it's trauma based, or is it what I need? But or do if since it's trauma based, do I just need to give that love to myself, and do I need to find myself? And I think yes. I think that's the answer. And then I could be more secure in myself. But I'm just trying to figure out why a person just some people are just bad people, and I fail to just comprehend that, you know? I'm just like, I'm sorry. Like, how can I give somebody my heart? How can I love them and see this ugly part to them and love them and put this into them? But they won't do that to me for the parts where I'm lacking in. Clearly where I'm lacking in wanting attention, wanting my partner to, I just want this, but I'm just going for the wrong partners who are doing the complete opposite of what I want, because it's an attachment theory, an attraction theory, guys. It's a real thing. So I was anxiously attached. So I attracted an avoidant person. I always attract avoidance. And an anxious person always attracts an avoidant because they collide, because they're opposites, and it's not going to work unless both characters actually learn to grow. And I could go deeper on this later, but it's interesting. It's a power thing. I don't know. I do know. When a person who's anxious comes in contact with a person who's avoidant, the anxious person is pushing and pushing, and an avoidant person likes that because it's like, wow, somebody is doing this, but it's like they're avoidant. They're like, no, because they're closed off with their feelings. It's a trauma issue. It's an issue. They're not secure, so it's a problem. But they like that, though. They like that this person wants them. They like that a person is able to show this care because they're not able to. And a person who's anxious, they really like a person who's avoidant because they're like, wow, like this person is able to hold back. This person knows their boundaries. Like, they learn from each other. And if these two characters know so much about who they are, they could both become secure. That's what love is. If that's where y'all are gonna lead. I don't know.